Hello everyone, welcome back to Motorsport Manager. My name is pangoduck as always. Right then, I'll be honest with you, I've just spent a hell of a lot of time playing around with my audio. It's still not perfect. Put your hands together with me and just pray you can at least just hear me, okay? I just want to play, alright? It's been a few days. I just want to play Motorsport Manager and, not be just cut off by OBS. Like OBS, please. Just work with me. I know you already make my voice sound crazy ridiculous, but just as long as they can hear me, that's cool. Right, anyway, enough complaining. Let's move on. Right, our first race in Beijing is coming. Apparently it's going to be cloudy. Okay, 33 laps, medium tyre wear, low fuel burn, mediums, softs. Brilliant. Okay, in terms of the car, we're still repairing it after the last race, I believe. Yes, and we're working on a gearbox. With the part situation being, we've made an engine, and we've made one gearbox, and we decided to make a second. Does that sound right? Oh yes, rather than waste our time working on the reliability of this one, we just decided to build another one. Cool. Hopefully we're working on the reliability of the suspension. Yes, we just finished it during the race weekend, I remember. So we just need to get the reliability up on the suspension, which we will do as soon as the car has been fixed. So without further ado, let's get to that point, if we may. Finish repairing both cars. Fantastic. Improve. Reliability. Suspension. Oh, I already set it up. I didn't even realise I set it up already. Okay, that's fine. We'll just leave the other parts. We'll just leave these in performance. That's fine. I know, we're getting basically nowhere, but I think at the start of the season you need to focus on reliability. There is an argument that if I just did something like this, maybe I should do that. What do you think? Because we could just allow a bit more of a tick up on the parts. I think I'd rather have the reliability sooner, personally. And then once we've got everything to a reasonable reliability, then maybe we can split. Maybe once we get everything to at least 80, then maybe instead of pushing to 100 like we did last season, maybe then we just dial it back and split and get a bit more performance. I think maybe that's something we'll aim for. Okay, right, we have a plan. Okay, gearbox. Right. Scouting. We're still scouting. I'm pretty sure we don't get any new like free agents during the season, but I always check. How we got? Is the queue? The queue's only got one left. I might just queue up everybody else in our series that isn't in the queue yet. Okay, just because, you know, keeps Virginia busy. Scouting report finished. Eastwood, oh, I've built a new handling development center. Well, good for them. We do have 24 million, which we did talk about last episode, but I don't want to risk it. I just don't want to risk it because if we were going to build, we could upgrade the design center for 8 million. I mean, I don't really care about the scouting facility. I mean, this would be useful, but I guess first and foremost we're looking at car parts, right? And the cheapest one we can build is the gearbox one. 5.25 million. Bearing in mind, let's say there's about... How many races did I say is left? I did work all this out, but let's just go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Yeah, 8. So there's about 8 million's worth of expenses. I'm kind of umming and ahhing here, thinking I could probably get away with building this. So let's say take 8 million off, we've got about 16-ish million spare at the moment. Is it really going to take that much for us to build parts? Probably not. Now obviously the factory was expensive. I might build this telemetry center. We're doing it. I've made the split decision. I've decided we can afford it. Rightly or wrongly. Probably wrongly. But I've made that decision. Just in the heat of the moment. Okay, gearbox is finished. How are we doing on reliability? That's at 70. So I think what we do now is we hammer the gearbox for a few days. If that's going to finish 6 days before the race, I think we'll probably just leave it for about 10 days or 9 days, and then maybe just stick both of them on. You know, the suspension. We're on a bit higher than that, really. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Okay, cool. So, new part then. As I now regret spending that money, probably. Well, the thing is, I think there's only really... We're probably only going to develop like 2 of each part, right? Unless we just keep developing better ones, which maybe we should. So maybe that was a mistake. I don't know. We'll see. Well, hang on. What are we doing first? Obviously, we need another engine, minimum. In fact, that might be the way to go. No, brakes. Let's get another set of brakes. Well, our first of the season, actually. Is that right? Okay. So, we're just going to go full-on performance. Oh, that's the max. Oh, so no. Hang on. So 126 out of 133, 106 out of 138. You only get an extra 5 off this maximum? That's so confusing to me. Well, anyway, we'll just do this. It'll be better at the start. I know the max then is but it's only like 5 less points max, right? So we'll just take this one. Build. Okay. Right. And of course, we'll be getting money from our sponsors, right? And speaking of which, are we good for this race? Yes. Are any running out after this race? No. Okay. Right then. There's another vote coming up. How many days until the race? 11. So, scouting we don't care about. We've obviously just finished the brakes. I just want to see 72. If we did go all out on this set of brakes, ooh, we could get them up to somewhere a lot more usable. Is that going to be worth it? Probably. I was going to get the suspension and gearbox up a bit more, but bear in mind this would be 100% the day after the race. I think we'll hammer this for a bit. It's a little bit scary, but let's try it. Because I would really like to use this, and then we've got 126 and 96. This is kind of a waste of time doing all three, like because we're only getting 0.3 a day. Let's just put like the engine in. Shall we? Or should we do the new gearbox? Our best part. We should just improve our best part, right? No, let's do the engine. Don't ask me. I'm not doing this based on logic. Okay. Oh, so this is about adding a race in Brazil. Okay. Yeah, we've done that. Well, we haven't fitted it, but that's fine. So we need another part now. So we could do... What's the weakest? The engine. Yeah, 97. So the weakest backup part is this engine. Performance-wise. So let's build another engine. Which now we can get onto the second row. Hmm. 117 out of 164. Okay, I think I'd rather have that. It's a shame that his second row... We could do that. 147. But the build time goes to 24.9. It's a lot of extra build time for only 20 more performance. Is that right? Yeah. I'm not sure I want to do that, if I'm honest. Because you get 5 extra days there and 2 extra days here. I wonder if that's worth it or not. Maybe it is. That's an interesting thought, isn't it? Maybe we should. 14 days after the race, as opposed to 5 days after the race. I'm not sure if it's right or not, but I tell you what, just because we've never used his components, we're going to try it, I think. And then this extra time where we're still building the part, we'll just use that time to improve and make our other parts more reliable. I'm not really sure if this is a good idea, but I think we're going to do it anyway. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we're still doing that. Let's see how we get on. Of course, we've got the politics vote, which I'm not really bothered about. It's a waste of voting power. That said, I need to find an opportunity to use my voting power. So, addition of Rio de Janeiro. Abstain. No, approved. Okay. Why would you vote against it? Maybe they're really familiar with the tracks we already have. I don't know. And it's not even a replacement track, right? It's an addition. So, well, I guess it's an extra race, so maybe that's why people don't want it. But yeah, we're not bothered. That's fine. Aha, I was just about to pause it. Okay, so 40% chance of rain, as always. I think we need that forecasting center. We just get such rubbish information about the rain. Helipad. What? Are you serious? I didn't even realise that helipad was a thing. But anyway, you'd have to upgrade your design center, which we're absolutely not doing. At least the telemetry center is going to give us a bit of a bonus to the gearbox. I mean, in some ways, better than building these buildings would be getting a more impressive designer. But we're committed for the moment, so that's fine. I think we can afford it. I think. How are we getting on here? 73. Magic. So I think until the race, we'll just try and boost all of them up. 3 days, 6.5. So they're all going to get like 2 point something percent a day. So they're all, well, there's 3 days, so they're all going to get about 6.5%, which is good. That's fine. So we'll just do that. I think. Hopefully my math isn't wrong. It doesn't really matter. We're going to use those parts. I'm aware I haven't fitted them. I guess we could do it now. There is no harm. So, okay, we'll see how this ends up afterwards. We may end up having to change something. The engine is good. Obviously spec part. Put you on there. Oh, content. Okay. New gearbox. And we also have a new suspension. Okay, and they're happy with that. Brilliant. Okay, right. Next question. How is our car? Still 9th. Okay. I wondered if we got a bit of a boost off that, but no. Well, we have had a boost, but other people are also improving their cars, which is a bit unfair. I do feel that we should be the only team that's allowed to improve our car. That would be totally fair in my eyes. Okay. Mail. Preview roundup. Nothing else to be done. We've fitted the right parts. Right then. Obviously, we're just going to take 10th or above, because this isn't happening, and if it does, I won't be that disappointed. We don't lose that much money. The parts are good. Okay, we can move into practice. So Beijing. This will be interesting. Is that really the track? That's a bit crazy, isn't it? I never really paid attention, but look at this. It's going to be wild. In fact, you can see the whole track here, look. Wow, okay. Let's hope for a good practice today. We've had a couple of dodgy ones. So it's 33 laps. There is an argument to be on mediums, you know. I'm not sure if it's a good argument. Out of interest, how many laps? Ooh. I think we're going to do practice on mediums. Again, I just kind of make these decisions for fun, right? We're not always the most efficient, but I think that's too few laps. I may well end up, that could be a mistake. Let's try and, for once, actually remember when I try something and learn from it. We probably won't, but the thought's there. I think handling might want to be at this end. Oh well. We'll just start here because it's easier. Yep. Okay. Tyre choice. Mediums. I could put them on two separate tyre strategies, but we'll have interest. Here's 79 as well, so we'll go mediums. We're going to try this out. We shall see how that goes. Just for fun, you can have top speed up here then. Okay. Right. Come on. It's enough dawdling. Let's take practice. Whoa, lost 3 seconds there. Might as well not race. Might as well not race. Okay, cool. Bring in, bring in. Camera can't even keep up. Where's our garage? Okay, so great, poor, good. Let's start with this one. Mizu's car. 79%. Okay, so the downforce is great. The handling is poor. So the handling needs quite a significant change. The speed balance, I think it's going to be like... Yeah, should we just try 1 tick this way? Or 2 ticks? Let's try 2 ticks. And then, well, a little bit less because we'll drag this another couple. Yeah, we'll maybe just try that and see how we go. We'll leave the downforce for the moment. That'll be fine. Now, great, very poor, and poor. 57. Okay, so handling is way off. I might even come all the way into the middle. And the speed balance... something like this? Let's try that. I know it's a bit random, but... let's just hope we get lucky. Since we didn't really calculate it that well. We could probably be a bit more calculating about that, but... nah. Great, okay, great. Alright, we're getting there, we're getting there. 89, big improvement. So this is okay. So the real thing we need to focus on is the handling. So that was very poor and this is okay. I think it's probably a bit further then. Ooh, wrong one. Always do that. Let's just try that. We'll let the speed balance adjust slightly and just see if that happens to be excellent. Off you go. Let's just get you in. Oh, we're almost there. Great, good, great. Almost there. 93 is not the worst. So, focusing on the handling again. This was poor. This is good. We will try probably another 2 clicks that way and see. The speed balance. We'll leave it just to the side there. And just see if we manage to get an excellent out of it or something. Out we go. Bringing in, bringing in. The camera tries desperately to catch up. Oh, there's quite a few people on mediums, look. Interesting. Great, great, great. Okay. I kind of want to push our luck and try and get an excellent, to be honest. I mean, we always have this to fall back on. But at the same time, the longer we spend out, the better we're getting our race knowledge. So this was great. That's great. So we could try... should we try like shifting the speed balance? That's a bit much. Whoops, wrong way. Wouldn't mind just shifting that handling very slightly as well. I think we'll try this, and we're going to go to the end, and then we'll just see if it's higher than 94. I really want that race knowledge, so that's the reason why. But we have a passable setup. I'm not sure, like I might be, still not here though. I might be completely wrong about that. Like it may be well worth trying to get those few last percent more than the race knowledge, but I just don't know. So it was good, and now it's okay. So we went too far on handling. Just get that back then, and then we need a bit more that way. Speed balance. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. And again, I might just go... I think I'm just going to go to the end, because we have 93 to fall back on, and this should be a bit higher. Should be. It may not be quite as good as it could be, but I'm quite comfortable that we're going to go to the end on that one. So, let's see what we can do. Bit of car traffic. It is Beijing, I suppose it's busy. How much time have we got? 4 minutes. 4.5 minutes, I should say. Okay, we get level 1 of both. Can we get level 2 of both? That would be nice. Please stop slowing down time. You know it irritates me. Come on, game. You know it irritates me. You do it anyway. I think we have a good chance of getting level 2 both. Am I wrong? I hope I'm not wrong. We gave them quite a lot of time, really. Oh, I don't know. It's going to be close, isn't it? It's going to be flipping close. I think we're going to get it. Now, I'm going to be bitten because I've said that. Unless they have to finish... They're going to go another lap? Oh, it stopped. They didn't get past the start line to do another lap. Oh, that's terrible. Come on. I mean, it's partly to do with our drivers. They shouldn't need that long to even get level 2, but... Oh, that's a bit rough, isn't it? Also, we didn't set a good time at all there. Did we? That said... It depends. Ah, well. Oh, we sent a fan a bag of goodies. I didn't get a bag of goodies. Come on. Why is it raining? Excuse me. Excuse me. Why is it raining? What? Oh my gosh, we've been had. We've been had. Okay. Well, the rain's going up so fast that I can't really see the point in starting in inters. We are starting on inters, but I mean... By like lap 5... Oh, it's not lap 5, is it? Hang on. You have to bear in mind that's lap 8. This is a bit confusing, but... yeah... Well, by like lap... I guess we can get like 4 or 5 laps off the inters. This is really awkward, isn't it? When you think about it, because we could get 4 or 5 laps of inters, and then we'd have to come in for wets, but maybe that's worth doing. If we start on wets, we're going to be at quite a disadvantage. Maybe I'll try 1 car on each strategy, but again, I think we're going to suffer for it if we do. That's rough, isn't it? We can't even see what everybody else is doing. Look at that. It's going to keep raining. Okay, well, alright. That's unfortunate. Maybe I could have realised this yesterday in practice. Well, day before yesterday, but I don't think I could have. Let's see the setup. We did get 96. So that's fine. You get the same amount out of both. I think it's going to be better to be on inters and just go hard. Should we underfuel then? Probably. I know we talked about the refueling time and stuff, though. But it would shorten our lap time by a lot. If we start on inters, we're only going to do about... I don't know. I mean, I guess we could do about 6 laps. Should we put 8 laps in? We'll put 8 laps in. Yeah, it's awkward because I know we've got to refuel. And we're only losing. It's like 0.7 seconds per lap of fuel to put back in. That's the problem. But it would make us faster. But how much faster? Because our drivers aren't that good. Oh, it's such a conundrum. Faster lap times, but then a horrible pit stop. Or a longer pit stop. We probably can't afford the pit stop. And we're going to be in traffic anyway. So since we're in traffic, it's not really like we can go that fast most of the time. You know, it's not like it's later in the race where we start lapping quickly. I think I'm just gonna start on full fuel, I think. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm a little bit unsure, but that swayed me. Now, you. So I want. What? Can we tweak it still? Yeah, we can. Because we know, even though we can't see the percentage, we know it can be higher than 94 if we just bring the speed balance back a small bit. That was great. That was great. It's a little bit far, but we need to bring. Yeah, I'm comfortable with this. We're doing that. Right. Are we just going to go on Inters on boat? I mean, there's going to be a lot of water. So I'm kind of wondering whether I should. Can we just see? You see, like after that 5th bar, the 6th bar, can we just see that that's down a little bit lower? I'm not sure. I think I might be making that up. Nah, we're going to be too inefficient. We're going to go on Inters and we're just going to have extra stops. And I think everybody is. And I think that's just how it's going to be. Yeah, and we're not gonna. The refueling time is too long. I think. Well, that's how we're gonna play it. I don't know if it's correct. But let's get on with it. We've been prattling too much. Yeah. So it's actually Mizu that starts further forward. See what kind of start she does get. A good one. Key, not so much. He immediately drops a bit. And we're actually out in first, which is a bit nuts. Obviously, we've got a lot of tyre to burn through, so I'm not too worried about things. The engine, though, 91 here. Only 73 on Mizu, so we do need to remember that. I'm wondering if we can get away with taking it down a notch, but... Oh, what? We're going this way? What? That's the track? Oh, that's so confusing. Okay, well, now we know. Yeah, I don't want to take away engine power from her for the moment, but we do need to just keep an eye on this because that will quickly fail. Looks like the suspension is going to fail quicker. Is the suspension that bad? Or is it just broken quickly? We need to remember that Mizu's suspension sucks. Like, worse than I thought. Okay, we're actually in 4th with Key as well. We're having a good race so far. How are we doing? Well, it looks like we're going to be on wets. Yeah, it's looking like we're going to end up on wets pretty soon. So we do want to... Do I dare bring you back to orange? I think so, for the moment. Just to try and stabilise on the damage on the engine for a bit. It does mean on the straights, presumably you're going to lose a bit of time. There are some people on the wets, look. So that might work out for them. Okay, well let's just let Mizu drive. Key, how are we doing? We're definitely in the melee. Trying to get past Dreyfus. Not easy. Now the Inters are going to very quickly become ineffective actually, so... We'll have to see how long we can get away with this. It's interesting. I think it was worth it though, because we've got quite fast out here and I'm not sure that we would be without it. I'm happy to shred the tyres though, because they're coming off. Come on, Key. Keep pushing. Also, scrapping with them is slowing them down and allowing Mizu to drive away. To the point where I think we can just at least bring that down to... Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to shred them too much. He's driving really slowly there into that one. Oh, we're actually up into 3rd. Brilliant. Now we are burning a lot of fuel as well. Oh, we've had a retirement. Mechanical issue though, not a crash. We're going a bit too aggressive really, aren't we? I think Mizu can definitely bring that down to yellow. Yeah. Now, this is going to become a bit much, isn't it? That said, I want you to keep pushing. But no, we'll bring it down to yellow. We'll keep an eye on what everybody else is doing. The thing is that they will adjust their strategy per corner. Can I come in for wets? Well, not right this second, but I will... We are going to become ineffectual, aren't we? Is it better to get in there now and get the wets on? Everybody's going to have to come in for wets. So I think probably, yeah. And we're going to be bringing one at a time, really. So I think Mizu should probably pit this time. There's no reason to really pit Key first, is there? So I think we will pit you. Let's push the tyres to death because they're coming off. Also, just push the engine a bit just to try and make a bit more time. Okay, you're going to come in for wets. It's looking like you're going to be on them for a while. But this is the problem where maybe I shouldn't have done... No, what am I talking about? I did start with a full thing of fuel. We've just burned loads of it. 7 seconds right now. 8 seconds. How much fuel do we want to put in? Well, sorry, how long can you get off the wets? 12 to 14. I mean, we do need the... I think we'll just fill up this much. I don't really want to start pushing this. I want to shave off a couple of seconds, you know? I'm not sure if it's right or not, but that's what we're going to do. I mean, this would fill it, right? 9 seconds. Is it an extra second worth it right now? It depends, you know, because we could be on we could actually stay on these wets the whole time. 12 to 14. I think we will actually try and just top up. I know I'm just talking around in circles, but it's hard to make these decisions. Okay, right. So you've got a plan. Now, you're going to go one more lap. Your engine condition is good, so I might just go nuts with you for a lap. See what we can do. Especially since the tyre is obviously almost useless. Let's just wait till Mizu gets to the pit entrance. Let's think. You're going to be on wet, so we're going to bring you out probably on orange. We've got to watch the engine, but that's what we're going to do. Okay, now people are going to pit, so it's up to Key to really just push on, even though she doesn't have the most efficient tyres. Where are we going to come out? A lot of people pitted, so not too bad there, actually. Right. So we're going to pit you. Wets. Same deal, probably. Oh, that's awkward that we have to put so much fuel in. Oh well. So it's going to be a bit of a longer one for you. Okay, the water is going to die down again, but we can't be driving on inters. We'll take too much of punishment for that. So, yeah. Well, now, Mizu. I don't see any reason to push you up onto red. Well, you're technically leading, tyre wear-wise. Granted, I imagine Dreyfus is going to catch you now. But you're not driving particularly well. 70% on that engine. Now, I'm sure you're going to be caught. But let's see if we can at least get a good pit stop in. Come in, there's our crew. Okay, no mistakes on the tyres. Let's just get the fuel in. Now this is where we're getting punished a bit. And Mizu does pass. Let's see where we get out. 11, 12. Oh, okay, we're a fair way back. That's not worked out super well for us. We'll keep it on orange for the time being, because again, we're probably going to be switching these tyres. After not too long. I mean, to be honest, I've said this, that we're technically ahead of those, but they may be able to ride out these wets until they get inters, and therefore that was a good strategy. But it's hard because you don't know how fast they would have driven. It's hard. You know, if they can ride out those wets until it's time for inters anyway, they'll all be hugely ahead. Their strategy will have just murked everybody. You have dropped to 12. I mean, I could give you the tyres, but I'm not really sure. I think we'll just stick orange for now. Let's drive a good race. Let's not cause ourselves any problems. If you want to overtake, you're going to have to drive well. That's just how it is. What strategy? He's only on yellow, so you have a bit of a bonus. Okay, let's speed up a bit then. Mizu's still doing pretty well. Not driving particularly well, you know, form-wise. But positionally, we're good. The sort of the fuel and the tyre wear is barely a concern, because it's actually the weather that's driving everybody's pit stops. There's 4 people in front of us that have not pit. I think they're going to get away with it, you know. If that was me, I'd be really happy with this. I would absolutely stretch it out and just come in on inters. Really good strategy from them. Question for us now is, when we come in for inters, do we bother to fuel up? The thought being, we're going to have to come in again for slicks by the looks of it. We'll see. We'll see close to the time, but it looks like we're going to want slick tyres. So we'll see. Okay, Mizu's just carrying on. Still not driving particularly well. Neither's Key, really. 4.4. We probably could be getting a bit more here out of you. People have varying levels of aggression. I don't see the point in saving the tyres. I really don't. Because the rain's starting to drop off now. Maybe we could be chilling on the engine a bit. What are we on? 57. That is a bit awkward. But then the suspension is... I'm a bit worried that if we drop you down to yellow, we'll try it. I'm a bit worried about how much speed you're going to lose. So you're immediately being caught. Like, immediately. But that might not be because of that. But I can't really afford to keep you on orange the whole race. I mean, is that really going to make too much of a difference for you? Maybe it will. We are second right now, so they actually did come in for inters, which is probably going to benefit them. They've come in a little bit early, I feel, but they're going to get away with it, I'm sure. Ooh, you've taken some rear wing damage suddenly. Oh, that's really awkward. Hold on. You've had a collision or something. That was fine a minute ago. Engelhardt crashed into you. He's under investigation for that. You sod. Right, first of all. Okay, well I guess that forces our hand, but that's alright. These tyres are starting to die, so it's not the end of the world, but it will increase the pit stop time. So we're going to go on to inters. I don't think we can afford to go slicks, bearing in mind that each bar is not only 1 lap. So we can go until kind of lap 16, 17, maybe like lap 18 or something before we have to go on to slicks, so it's definitely worth going intermediates. Now... we've got to fix this bugger. We can put off fixing everything else, I think. Now, we can refuel and fix at the same time. So we can actually max out our fuel. Which is something. So, okay, 15 seconds. Not ideal. Not our fault that we've been crashed into. But that's the hand we've been dealt. So, you are going to pit this lap. You are going to go around once more then, Key. He has indeed got a penalty for causing a collision. Unfortunately, it's not like everybody else gets a penalty, though. So, unfortunate. We will just stick on yellow engine mode. He's taking damage as well. Come on, Engelhardt. Why you got to do this? Alright. Really, really unfortunate, that. I think we'll leave the tyres on red, actually, when we come out, at least briefly. Okay, so we're coming around once more. You can definitely push your tyres onto red then. I think your engine... oh, you're on orange. You don't want to go red. Yeah, you're going to. Don't worry. Don't worry. You will be coming in for inters. Oh, that pit stop is so awkward. I don't want to push my luck with the engine. Well, no, we don't want to overheat them and shred them too fast. We'll leave it on orange. It's a little bit unfortunate. Right, you need to pit. 4 inters. I mean, we could take some bad laps and then go on slicks, but I don't think so. I think we go on inters and then just try to have one final stop at the end. 3 seconds. Yeah, we got to put some fuel in though. Should we just fill it? No. We're not going to fill it. What lap are we on? There's not going to be that many more. 2, 4... It could be, actually. I'll tell you what, we'll have a 10-second pit stop on this occasion. I'm aware that we need the fuel anyway, but it's just a case of, well, we're going to be... I don't want to get too far behind because the rain will stop. You know, the longer we take in the pit lane, the less time we're using these tyres in the rain, is where I'm coming from. So it's a bit awkward, but I think we will just stick out and do... Well, actually, 10 laps of fuel. It should round up. That is the plan. And then we'll leave it on orange. So that's fine. We will bring you down to orange tyres as well in preparation. Right, how are you doing? 54% on the engine. Let's push it at least for a moment. Let's try and just get you... Because you're not even going to beat these pit-stopping people right now, are you? Maybe you will. Just. Okay. Let's push our luck with orange. And let's see how we go. The water is going to fade. So we need to just get out of these what we can. Let's just speed up for a while. You fastest lap. Tyler out first. Dreyfus is on the softs already. We've put mediums on here. Of course, we might go mediums, mightn't we? How many laps do we get out of mediums? 11 to 13. So we need to just try and get some more laps out of these. And then hopefully go on mediums till the end. We can't really afford 2 more stops. So we do need to be a little bit careful. Maybe we'll go on... Once we get in the red zone, maybe it's time to go yellow. I'm going to keep pushing you because you're a bit more under pressure. How are we doing with the engine? 50%. Yours is starting to get a bit dodgy. You are being overtaken by Jonstad here, although when we remember what car she has, that's no huge surprise. What are you going to do? Let's just manage this tyre a bit. Because obviously fuel is one thing, that's fine, but we do need our medium tyre to last until the end. And we could only be getting, on average, about 12 laps out of that. And there's 14 left, so we should be okay. We should be alright. In fact, that'll be fine. Push it. That'll be okay. Now, Jonstad is, I assume, going to pull away on the straight here. Out of interest, what strategy? Only on yellow, but we still struggle to catch. Was that just a complaint about tyres? Hopefully. We shouldn't really be on inters anymore. I understand that. But, unfortunately, despite the pace penalty, you're not going to be able to reach the end on your mediums. And we cannot stop twice. So, that's the way it is, I'm afraid. And we have got to refuel, which isn't great. That's the other thing. We need enough fuel to go to the end. Anyone that stopped now or stopped already is going to have to stop again anyway. There's no way they're going to the end on the fuel. So I'm not too worried there. Okay. Yeah, don't worry, Keith. It's alright. Alright, let's think about this. So 13 laps left. One more lap and then we could chance it. The mediums may be getting shredded at the end. But I think at that point we're going to be losing too much pace on these tyres because there's like almost no water left. Okay, so next lap. So let's just get past the pit lane. I know you've got worn tyres. That's alright. Okay. I know you're both struggling. And that's the other thing. You've got to go one more lap, which is really unideal. So there you go. Pit. Mediums. How much fuel do you... So we're going to probably... We could push these a bit. Now, what's the park condition? That is a bit dodgy, isn't it? Let's just see. We've got... Well, hang on. We may be able to fix this during the refueling time. 11 laps. So we probably want to put at least 12 laps in. So that we can, you know, burn a bit. Is that true? Maybe not. Well, anyway, if we just do that, then we'll get 11, won't we? No, but I was talking about 12. Sorry. Come on, wake up. 11 laps left. Well, if we're going to fix this part, then we may as well just fuel up anyway. We don't lose any time putting it in, then we can push the engine. So, and I think we will fix the part, because I just don't want to deal with that problem. So, yeah. We're going to do that. It's unfortunate you're going to lose a few seconds. But that's how it is. Now you've got to go another lap. I do apologise for that. Engine, things are getting a bit wary. Wary? Worn. Okay. Let's just, we'll leave you on orange, actually. You crashed? Oh, no. Why did you crash? Come on, Key, why have you done that? I can't believe that's happened. Alright. Okay, well, let's just focus on Mizu for the moment. That is so painful. I can't believe you've done that. Oof, and now we're falling back a bit. That said, we should be going... I don't know. I don't know if they're going to have enough fuel for the end. We're not going to go nuts, though. We need to watch this engine. Oh, I'm so disappointed that you've crashed. You've got the better car as well. Okay, so... Yeah. So hang on, how many laps are left? 10, right? So you can't go orange the whole way, but you can a long way. He's pushing his engine really aggressively. I don't want to do that. We can't stop for repairs. Alright. It's pretty much just a drive to the end now and see what pit stops inflate our position, I think. Oh, she's overtaken, you know. Is that because he's been forced to, he's dropped off on the mode a bit? Oh, that engine is looking dodgy, though. I'm not sure we can risk that. It's a shame, because we're going to give up position. I don't want to give up the position. That said they should... No. We have to finish. There's still a long way to go. I can't believe she's crashed. What a disappointment. 5 laps. Brakes. Yeah, the brakes are struggling. I mean, we may as well just fry the engine as well. Probably can't go nuts on the tyres, though. Need to reduce tyre wear a bit. I don't want to lose this position, minimum. Oh, that's somebody lapping. We don't want to go lower than 12th, is what I'm saying. Okay. We're almost there. We're almost there, so we should be okay. Tyres are going to be a bit worn at the end. We are potentially going to fall into 12th. Bananan is coming at us. Albeit similar strategy, but he's driving really well, and he's obviously got a better car. Tyre wear's not helping the lap times. I know. I'm sorry about that. Should make it. It's a bit this dodgy, but there's only 2 more laps. So, we don't want to shred the tyres more than we already are. Yeah, I know you have all kinds of issues. I'm really sorry about that. You may well fall behind, but that's okay. Ooh, okay. We can see that's what we don't want to be like that person, Dreyfus. So this is fine. I mean, it's a shame because if we get 10th, we get the sponsor objective. But I'm not sure we're going to be able to hold him off. Engine, overtake. No point in beating around the bush now. Please don't explode. Please don't explode. Come on then, Mizu. Let's see if you can hold this off. I assume Van Arnen is going aggressive. No, he's not actually. He's conserving the tyres. He's going kind of aggressive on the engine. You need to corner well. Your tyres are not helping you. But if you can just... This is the last lap for us, right? Yes. Brilliant. Okay. Right, amazing race from Mizu, actually, now. Now that we've seen the results. It was a bit tight there, but we actually get the sponsor objective, which is huge. But this is a shame. I hope she's not hurt or anything. I don't think so, because kind of got back to the pit lane very quickly. We'll see. What a shame, because we could have been up and around here. I mean, Mizu was always in front anyway, so we probably would have been outside the sponsor objective, so maybe it won't matter. The only thing is I'm not sure how A, could be injured, B, I'm not sure how this is going to affect her improvement ratings, which is obviously crucial to us. But there we have it anyway. Sorry, I could have sped that up. Just waiting for these cars to finish. But we get the sponsor objective, which is huge, so that's awesome. Really happy with that. Let's have a look at everybody's strategy. It was a bit of a mess. The weather just played havoc with this race. And when it does rain, I mean, I was disappointed at the start that we didn't know it was coming, but it really does benefit us driving in the rain. It really benefits us. Okay, well, I mean, there's similar strategies happening here, right? The pit stops are a bit different, a bit staggered. Yeah, what could have been here? Never mind. We got the sponsor objective, which is great. Extra bit of money, especially now that we've committed to upgrading our HQ. It's really awesome. Does anyone break rules? Yes, but not enough to affect us. Engelhart gets the penalty. Oh no, that was the penalty for crashing into us, which is annoying. I feel like, and still gets fastest lap. I feel like you've really affected us there. We had a long pit stop, didn't we? Fixing that. And I'm a bit disappointed that he just kind of gets away with it. But it is what it is. Yeah, never mind. Good result for us. Great result. And Mizu actually now goes above Key. Unsurprisingly, I suppose. We do remain... Oh, in 9th. Oh, that's the problem. Oh, that's the problem. I've just had this brainwave. That's the problem with her crashing. The chairman happiness, because we're not going to be 8th overall for this race, are we? And to be honest, we could have maybe bumped above Octane Racing overall. So that's really disappointing. But I assume... I mean, maybe we'll have got more points because we finished 10th than 2 teams. But, well, let's see. We'll see. No point. Yeah, we came 9th. See? What a shame. And Key actually loses morale. Oh, she does improve. It's not all bad, but loses relationship with race mechanic. Morale we don't care about too much. This is a real bummer, though. And this. This would not have happened, I think, if she hadn't crashed. We would have definitely got 8th. So that is a bit of a punch in the stomach. What a shame. But oh well. It's only one race out of a long season. Yeah, we didn't lose much money because we got the sponsor objective, which is great. I mean, overall, for our first race in Beijing, we got a top 10, so I'm really happy with that. But yeah, what could have been there? What could have been? Don't really want to change the pit crew members out. We can get 2 more. Do we want to spend the money, though? I mean, they're not exactly world beaters, are they? So, not really. How are we looking here, though? 89, that's fine. Tyres and fixing. Could put Gibson in. In fact, yes, Gibson, this is his best position unless he was going to do the rear jack. Front jack, sorry. So Gibson definitely in. 86. I mean, the rest of these are okay. I'm not, if they're above 80, I'm reasonably happy. But the rear jack... Oh yeah, the rear jack, we can put Callahan in. I know potentially we can get a bit of a bonus, like, what, 5 and 10? But I kind of just feel it's only for one. It's like I feel like we should just let his stamina drop further and then swap him out and leave him in for 2 races, if you see what I mean. That's kind of what I'm thinking, rather than just swapping them out needlessly. I mean, this does have an extra point in fixing, but I'm happy enough with this. Our pit crew is not a problem, really, in terms of the things we're dealing with. Right. Yeah, what What a shame that was. Interview, certainly. Engelhart was hit. No, how? Hold on now. Was it us that got the penalty? No, because Engelhart caused the crash. What do you mean was hit by Mizzou? Yeah, he was at fault. What's the trait? Good. Don't discuss terms with us. Of course he was at fault. He was penalised. Why would you even ask that question? Oh, Motor Racing Magazine, right. You better watch yourselves. You better watch yourselves. Right. Okay. So, moving forward, next race. Tondela, Portugal. Apparently going to be sunny, but who knows after that debacle. 32 laps, high tyre wear. Super softs and softs in that race. So that's worth noting. Tyre wear could be a problem for us. High tyre wear, and we can only use super softs and softs. So we're going to have to see how that goes. That could be a bit rough for us. We'll see. In terms of the car, we're building that engine, which is going to give us, even though we took longer to build the engine, that's going to give us more time to sort out everything else in terms of our reliability, because we won't have to swap onto a new reliability part immediately. So I'm happy with that. And yeah, that's going to do it. So good race for Mizzou today. Really good race. We got our sponsor objective. Real shame about Key. That's really punched us in the gut a bit in terms of marketability and chairman happiness. But let's focus on the positive. Fantastic race from Mizzou. And that is going to do it for this episode. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are. And I will catch you for the next race in Portugal.